indymogul.
This week on Indy News, why Peter Jackson is defending The Hobbit 7 months before it premieres, FreddieW uses a DIY helmet cam in his latest video, Yosemite looks pretty cool in time-lapse, and I sound off on microphones. Hey Indymogulers, recently we've talked a lot about new cameras that shoot high-resolution video, uncompressed video, super slow motion. With all of this, most movies are still shown at 24 frames per second, but director Peter Jackson wants to double the visual information. He shot The Hobbit at 48 frames per second, saying it gives the illusion of real life, where movement feels smoother. Sounds great, right? When CinemaCon attendees on Tuesday previewed 10 minutes of The Hobbit, most walked away not really liking the new look, calling it cheap or like a made-for-TV movie. Jackson is right, 48 frames looks more realistic. But do fans want The Hobbit to look like a documentary, or would a traditional frame rate give it a fantasy look that we're used to in movie theaters? Let me know in the comments what you think about this news, and if you're still excited to see The Hobbit when it hits theaters December 14th. Speaking of fantasy, last week FreddieW produced a first-person video called Skyrim Badass. And in a behind-the-scenes look, he shows off a simple DIY helmet cam for capturing the point-of-view shots. Last week, filmmaker Sean Reeder posted a beautiful time-lapse video starring Yosemite National Park. To achieve these tracking shots, he used a motorized slider that moves as slowly as the changing landscapes. Recently, several Indymogulers, including Calvin Kingdon, requested that I do a microphone tutorial. So let's do it. 2 weeks ago, we talked about lenses. The right lens helps you capture the perfect image, but most of the time, we need good audio to go with it. Half of video production is sound, and often sound can tell our stories better than video. When video is ugly, but the audio is good, it's watchable. Whereas nice-looking video and bad audio, that is a deal breaker. So just like camera lenses, there's a different mic for every job. Today I'll talk about the microphones I use and why. First up is my primary microphone, the Azden SGM-1X. Shotgun microphones like this capture the best audio when pointed directly at the audio source. But you'll notice when I start to turn the mic away, I start to lose the audio. That's because the recording element sits at the bottom of a long tube. These slots keep most sound waves from bouncing down the tube, so the best sound has to travel straight down. This microphone has a supercardioid pickup pattern, meaning it can hear some sound from behind or the sides, but mostly picks up what's in front. This makes it an ideal type of microphone for most video applications. I use it for voiceover, interviews, and on a boom pole, because it captures voices without too much background sound. I also have this Sennheiser dynamic mic. Mics like this are often called vocal mics because they pick up the human voice pretty well. And I call them stick mics, maybe because you can stick them in other people's faces. Unlike my shotgun mic, which requires a AAA battery, dynamic mics don't need power. This makes them cheaper, stronger, but less sensitive, so they work better when close to the subject. It also has a supercardioid pickup pattern. If you need to get really close, a lavalier mic like this, also called a lapel mic, is a popular choice for interviews. It clips on and it's omnidirectional, meaning it picks up sound from all directions. I bought this Azden wireless mic system because I shoot weddings and I need to mic up the groom to capture the wedding vows. But it tends to get a lot of interference when lots of people are around. Maybe it's all the cell phones. So I don't like this wireless mic very much, but Russell from MovieQuest just bought a brand new wireless mic, so let's check it out.
Hey Griffin, Russell here. Heard you were doing a special on microphones. I've got Chad here with me. I just wanted to let everybody know about a microphone that I just recently picked up. It's called the Sony ECM AW3. Not only does it work really well as a wireless microphone, it also has a microphone in each one so that he can talk to me if I'm off in the distance. So we're gonna test that out right now. Can you hear me? I can. Can you hear me like really clearly? Yes. Do jumping jacks. Pose like this. Hold it. How long? I don't want to take up your entire show, so we put together a video package testing this thing out. If you like, you can link to it in your playlist, maybe.
You can check out his full review at the end of this episode. And whatever you do, don't try to shoot an interview like this, with the wire hanging out, all obvious and unprofessional like. In fact, this kind of shirt is really bad for an interview, so, Put the right clothing on and try to hide the wire. Like most DSLRs, my camera doesn't provide great audio control, so I record my audio on a portable audio recorder called the Zoom H4n. It has XLR and quarter-inch inputs for my microphones, but it's great for event videography because I can record 2 inputs at the same time and use these onboard stereo mics, which you're hearing right now. These are the mics that I happen to use, but it's important for you to consider how to capture the best audio using your equipment. Usually this means getting a microphone close to the action. So a lavalier mic or a shotgun mic just out of frame or a stick mic hidden behind a plant. These will all get better audio than a camera mic that's too far away. And when you have distant, quiet audio, you have to turn it up in the editing, which adds a lot of noise. In a pinch, you can use a digital filter to remove some noise, but it's not a perfect solution. You want close, clear sound, but don't go too loud, or your audio clips, meaning it becomes distorted and ruined. You want to adjust the volume on your recorder so the loudest sounds are close to 0 without going over. You can always turn up audio that's a little low in the editing, but you can't fix audio that was too loud and clipped while capturing. Finally, if you're recording audio separately from your camera, you'll need to sync it up before editing. Syncing in Final Cut Pro 10 is super easy. I select the separate audio and video, right-click, and synchronize. Then I turn off the in-camera audio to get a nice clean track. There's also a program called Pluralize that automatically syncs audio, but it's not too hard to do yourself. A clapboard or a hand clap will register a sharp waveform that you can match up. And even without that, it's not hard to recognize waveform patterns and line them up. If you're new to audio, I hope today's episode gave you some ideas to improve your own videos. And let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. On today's playlist, I have Russell's full wireless microphone review, FreddieW's behind the scenes look, and that gorgeous time-lapse video. I'll catch you back here on Wednesday on the Awesome Directors Project. We'll premiere Dave Seeger's music video and meet our awesome director for the month of May. Take care.